Hello and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a reading for my collective. So this is for all signs. It's for whoever feels drawn to watch this or who comes across it. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the support to the channel. And this is a timeless reading as well, so it's for whenever you come across it. I'm just going to be looking at what you need to know. Basically, I just felt drawn to do this. Reading today is something I do for myself sometimes, or just asking the cards, what do I need to know, give me a message for today. So I wanted to do that for you, my collective. So let's start with a couple of these. Now, bearing in mind, this is a general reading. It's not a personal or private reading. So please do take what does resonate from it for you and leave what doesn't with somebody else. If it doesn't resonate at all for you, just don't worry about it. Hopefully there'll be a reading another day that does. So for my collective, my wonderful viewers, what do they need to know? What's going on that they need to know about? Okay. Flip. I knew there was a reason I got called to do this today. So we have the backstabbing card. Deception, lies, attack. But the backstabbing card always makes me think of betrayal or someone scheming, because it's not just heartbreak, which it does mention on this card, but it's also someone stabbing you in your back. So you have sunglasses, watching, looking. Okay, so there's somebody watching here and watching you, what you're doing, potentially with bad intentions with that backstabbing card. Tell me more, please. What do the collective need to know? What's going on? What is going on? Please give us the message. We have blowing kiss, which is unconditional love, giving and receiving, affection returned. So it's two people who do have feelings for each other. If there be someone watching you and someone else in a romantic relationship, who maybe they feel betrayed by watching you in love with someone else, or the two of you in love. This could be someone who's attached to the person that you're actually starting a relationship with, or you're with. Or this is some... Okay, give me one more, please. Thank you. So the partying card, which is time with friends, having fun, living in the moment, came out on top of backstabbing. This combination, I would be careful if you're doing any partying with friends or people you think are friends, socializing with them, maybe drinking or something with them, because this feels like potentially someone who you would be in a party setting with, who is setting you up. Maybe for someone else to see that you are what you're doing. Hold on, give me one more, please. What do the collective need to know? Be a message for the collective. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation, struck by love. You could be surprised to receive an invitation to some sort of gathering, party, celebration. I just think there's caution here with the backstabbing card coming out first. Let's find out more, please, for the collective. What do my lovely collective need to know, please? Because Cupid's arrow and blowing kiss is this feeling of like new love, because it's like being hit by Cupid's arrow, you know, suddenly struck by love as well. Feeling like, I don't know, that first hit of attraction, of chemistry. There could be, I feel like there's something to do with someone watching you and planning to sabotage something. That's strongly what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes out for the collective, please. Tell me about this backstabbing card. Foundation in reverse. It says established family security in reverse, and at the bottom of the deck is shocking. If you can see that on my camera, sorry. Unexpected trouble. This backstabbing card, the first one out, says shocking attack at the bottom. Why foundation in reverse? Oof. Abandoned and commitment. It feels like someone wanting what you have, for you to be abandoned by some sort of established connection, or connection that you are establishing, potentially a commitment. Or someone feels like you abandoned them. Maybe this is an ex, potentially. Someone you were committed to, but they feel like you walked away from them, and now they're watching you start a relationship with someone else, and they want to cause issues. Tell me more, please. Why sunglasses? We've got the boundaries card. No, drawing the line, enough. So this could be someone that you drew a line with and won't engage with them anymore. Tell me more. Why boundaries? Family. Another card referring to family. Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. I'm not sure if you drew a line with someone because you were starting a family with someone else and you had to let go, release maybe an ex, or you you had to think of your family and put them first. Let's see. Why the sunglasses card? Just give me one more on that, please. It's someone from the past, so past life. So the hoping card came out in reverse, and hopeless is at the bottom of the deck. So someone from your past feels completely hopeless. Tell me more. For the collective, please. What messages do you have? What do my collective need to know? This is someone who liked to party a lot. They seem quite emotionally unstable, this person. You have ecstasy and emotional storm that came out. And then lusting in reverse. Forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. I was trying not to say it on YouTube. In reverse. And then at the bottom is withdrawn. Single, lonely, solitary. I'm almost also getting that this is not even someone you were in a commitment with, but it was someone that you partied with, who was not interested in commitment with that non-committal card, and was more of just a hookup, or someone that you had fun with ecstasy. But this is almost giving me someone who is now angry or wanting some sort of revenge. Is a bit strong, I guess, but maybe some sort of revenge because they feel discarded, because they were just being, maybe they're like now saying that they were just being used as a bit of fun or for passion. Maybe this is someone that but I strongly get this. Maybe this is someone who was a third party to you. I mean, that's not going to be for all of you, but because I do see this, like, some of you have drawn a line with this person to prioritize a family, or because you're going to be starting a family with someone else who you love. And this person may feel now that you've abandoned them, you've dropped them, and they might try and do something to sabotage the family bond that you have building with someone. Tell me more about this, please. Anything else? They feel misunderstood. or maybe you feel like you made a mistake involving this third party or this person, if it wasn't a third party situation, but just getting involved with them, you may now feel that you want, or someone here in this mix has now got the clarity of there's only one person that they want, and they want to have like a deep connection with, where it's actually intimate, and it's someone they can confide in. But I also get the sense this person, and it might have been confusing before, because this other person who now feels like they want revenge because they've been abandoned, there may have been a deception with that person before, that there was more to them, but it was shallow. It was a shallow connection. Now someone's got this kind of clarity that they don't want that person. They want this love that they will draw the line with this previous person about, like for the sake of, if that makes sense. Someone's got the clarity of who it is that they want, and they want a deep, intimate connection with that person, and they, as a result, are trying to release or stay enough to someone who was essentially just some no strings attached lust, passion, partying. But now that person feels like, you don't discard me, like I will enact some sort of revenge as a result, or they are thinking about that. They're definitely watching. They're watching, yeah, this is the thing, they're watching whoever they feel has now dropped them, going into like a actual loving connection. Yeah, okay. Let's get into a spread. So for my lovely collective, please, with the top 8 cards. Bear in mind as well, everything I'm saying in the reading, if it resonates for you with the roles reversed, please just go ahead and reverse them. That's absolutely fine. And this is what you need to know, what messages. It's not really directed at any specific person. Obviously, it's just for whatever comes through. It's what you need to know, what's going on. I thought we'd do that today, see how it goes. Obviously, if you guys react well to it, if you enjoy it, I will aim to do more of these. I think it's my first time doing one of these, so we'll see how it goes. The top 8 cards for my lovely collective, please. Can we get lots of messages for them about what they need to know, what's going on right now? All right, so how you're feeling, my lovely collective. Funnily enough, we have the 6 of Swords. So that's essentially, I'll get into it properly in the spread in a second, but you see how this person is moving away and off into the mists and leaving things in the past, including this snake. Snake can be a symbol for treachery, temptation, obviously, etc. So that's how you're feeling. That's where you're at, collective. What is being felt about you, collective? The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we'll get into that in a sec. How are you being viewed, collective? The Chariot in reverse. It's Cancer's major arcana. What happened in the recent past? The 10 of Wands. Something may have reached a breaking point, or something reached a climax of some sort where a breakthrough happened in one way or another. What is going on in the current situation that you need to know in a nutshell? Of course, the 5 of Wands. Of course, that makes sense. The 2-headed snake. What are the intentions towards you at this time that are out there right now? What are people intending? The 7 of Cups. That's the you can see there's actually people partying on that card, but there's a lot of masks being worn as well. What action is going to be being taken towards you in the near future, collective? The Ace of Wands in reverse. And what is going to be happening for you going forward, collective, in the near future? The Fool in reverse. Well, okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. That's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Oof. You may well, I mean, obviously you're listening to this reading right now, but you may well see things come to light. Things may be being exposed to you about people's plans, because funnily enough, obviously that's what I'm trying to do here, but underneath the King of Wands is the Moon in reverse and then the Seven of Swords. So this is lies, deceit and strategy that people were trying to pull being revealed, being exposed. The King of Wands, it could be from a King of Wands who's trying to do this, but the fact that the King is in the upright, I want to say for now that it's not. The King of Wands in a positive energy is a go-getter, an entrepreneur, very passionate, very attractive, very charming. So this could well be you, or this could just be an energy that's in the mix here. We'll see. But effectively, the King of Wands is someone who is very passionate and goes after what they want and they make it happen. They don't really hesitate, they don't procrastinate, they don't get up in their head. They are very driven and enthusiastic, and they take charge and get things done. And they don't don't let too much slow them down in the pursuit of what they want. There might be communication, obviously, other than this reading, there might be communication coming to kind of expose what was going on with the Page of Pentacles and the Death card underneath that. It's like a message that gets through to you. Someone feels like they have to get this information through to you, even if there are obstacles, and it changes massively what you thought was true. Also, it's underneath the Death card is the Hermit in reverse. So that the Hermit in reverse is, I often think of it as like, I'm not going to say it right, but there's like that phrase I heard on social media once and it stuck with me because it was excellent. But it was like you sit under the tree of wisdom and not one single fruit lands on your head or something like that. But that's what the Hermit in reverse sometimes reminds me of. It's like you thought you'd searched, you found information and you had the wisdom, but a message that comes through to you is going to transform what you thought was the case. Okay, let's get into this spread, collective. So, how you're feeling, as I said, Six of Swords. So you feel where you're at, you want to leave things in the past. Now, obviously, from the Oracle cards at the beginning, I did see that you may well have been like drawing a line with and prioritizing your future. Now, the fact that they've got this snake slithering behind you in the water, you may feel like there is still like lingering energies trying to keep up with you or trying to kind of stop you or pull you back from moving away from them. But you have your back turned to them and you're focused on the future, even if the future is unknown, because it is a bit like foggy and misty in the distance there. But you want to leave the past in the past. Let's get a couple more details. Tell me anything else about how the collective is feeling, please. We have the Emperor in reverse, which is Aries Major Arcana. It almost gives me the sense that something that someone was trying to avoid saying has come out in a blunt way. The Emperor in reverse is controlling, stubborn, arrogant. Also, they abuse their position of power. This can sometimes be an awful boss, an awful leader. But let's see, what is this? But it's like something was blurted out, and maybe what was said when you're like, okay, well, I'm out. Tell me about the Emperor in reverse. This would this is a general reading, so I haven't set the intention whether it's for like love or work or anything for this one. I just wanted to see what the messages were. But if this was in a work context, this would be like someone saying, well, you're never going to actually get promoted and you're never going to be like manager in this company. And they had been withholding letting you know that. And suddenly it like gets blurted out for some reason. And you're like, oh, well, now I've got the information that I need. I'm gone, goodbye. In like a love setting, this would potentially be someone either showing their true colours, that they are completely unreliable and non-committal as well. So let's see. Tell me more about how the collective is feeling, please. You had the Seven of Cups. Why the Seven of Cups? Seven of Cups to the Ten of Cups. So were you confused about whether something could lead to your happily ever after, or what it was that would make you happy? Whether something was real or an illusion? Or you had some of you may have had some options in when it comes to family, or like the Ten of Cups does show a family. And so this could have been like it may have been on your mind to kind of decide if having a family with someone was what you wanted. Tell me more about how the collective is feeling, please. You feel like you were trying everything you could and to make something happen against all odds. You feel like you were fighting a losing battle, and you were you continued trying to work on something even when it was starting to be painful. With the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, that is like, if I just keep working at this, I will, there will be like success. I will get through the obstacles. It's just extremely hard work. You see both of these people. This guy is like trying to sledgehammer through like solid rock, very thick rock, and with, he's like sweating in the sun, he's exhausted, and this person on this card is, on the Eight of Pentacles, is trying to make their pentacles, but it's out of bushels of thorns. So basically their hands are getting cut up, and you can't see it on my camera, but they're actually crying in the endeavor. So this is painful, it's difficult, it's exhausting, it's backbreaking, but like, I'll just keep trying and I will have success. And then Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Nope, I still don't get to come inside. I still don't get the sanctuary. I don't get, it's still just a challenge. I'm still, if it was like work and money, I'm still in a crappy like financial situation, no matter how much work I put in here. Tell me about this Emperor in reverse, please. The Moon in, wow. The Moon in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. I said something was revealed here that they had been hidden. This is someone who wasn't prepared to share their energy, effort, resources. They were and this may have even been someone holding on to you because you were working so hard and you were trying so hard, but they had no intention of reciprocating that. They just appreciated getting to benefit from your efforts whilst you still sat in the Five of Pentacles. So, Six of Swords, anything else? Six of Swords, please. Okay. So essentially, your feeling for who I'm connecting with is that it might be difficult, but you have made the choice to move on and to go forward to a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. The fact that the other two cards that came out was the Knight of Wands and the Lovers. For some of you, and Judgment is at the bottom of the deck. This is been some sort of wake-up call for you in terms of what you need to prioritize. It's an awakening. It's like the cat's out of the bag, I want to say, or like we're fully aware of the elephant in the room, that where you have been has been a fruitless endeavor but also exhausting. And it hasn't been, I think it's also a question of, maybe for some of you, this was, you're trying to make a situation work where, or whatever you were doing wasn't actually conducive to you having the love or the family or the happiness or the contentment that you actually wanted for yourself. So if this was a love scenario, this is facing the fact, it could also be, you know, with the Seven of Cups. And what I got from the Oracle cards, I kind of get that for some of you, this would have been like not taking anything too seriously. That the way you were going about trying to find your happiness wasn't actually succeeding. And it's also a case of letting go. I mean, the Emperor in reverse could also be that you feel like the way you have been is that, obviously reverse roles if it's replying to somebody else, but it's like feeling that you haven't actually been presenting or being in your true Emperor energy, which is the divine masculine. And if maybe that, you know, the breakthrough, the awakening could also be that you haven't been taking charge for some of you. But that I think that's just for a small number of you, because I feel like this Emperor is someone you want to move away from. And it's, let's see, because yeah, you were continuing, I think it's more that you were continuing to hope that things would improve. Can you tell me anything else about who this Emperor in reverse is, please? Now, bearing in mind the Emperor can easily be a female in real life. It's just an energy. It can be a man or a woman in real life. But yeah, this feels like someone controlling as well. Yeah, you didn't want to give up on them. Nine of Wands came out, which is like continuing to try, maybe continuing to try and break down someone's walls that you thought that they'd put up. And you know that when they lashed, if they ever lashed out at you, it was something that you could overcome. You could break down those defense mechanisms. And the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups when that fell out. So that's like, it's just too sad for you to imagine walking away from this. So you kept trying. But where it's at right now, you're telling me you're done. Okay. So what is being felt about you right now, collective? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So Nine of Pentacles in reverse can talk about a lack of independence. It can also be that you're not single. This is how someone else is feeling about you. I mean, may also be feeling that you're having financial struggles for some of you. I don't love the Nine of Pentacles in reverse from this deck being in reverse, because it's almost like someone feels like you're not going to be able to make it without them. Or that's being felt. Obviously, you can be like, well, joke's on them, because I absolutely will. But what is being felt is that you can't do stuff on your own. You need... Maybe that's with that Emperor in reverse, someone felt like they could control you and have this tyrannical hold on you because they felt like you needed them. Tell me more about why is this Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Why is this being felt? The Four of Swords. Yeah. The Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords. So, interesting. This is kind of giving me the feeling that you're hurt. Yeah, someone's like, the collective is hurt right now. They just need some time to rest and get over how they're feeling. And also time to think about this with the Page of Swords. And then they'll know that this isn't really over with the Ten of Swords in reverse. That's what I kind of got condescending energy off of that Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, and then you'll be back. Six of Cups, exactly. Wow. So essentially someone's feeling like the collective can't make it without me. So They just need some time. Time to think. It's not over. They'll be back. Now, this could also be a friend, a family member as well. This doesn't have to be romance. But basically, this is someone who's like, the collective is not going to be happy and content just spending time on their own, or they'll get bored, they'll get lonely. Tell me more, please. Why the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Interesting. The Nine of Pentacles has now come out upright, the first card from this deck, with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Why the Nine of Pentacles in the upright? To clarify, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Why? So there's this feeling of not seeing things clearly about what is coming for the future. You've got the Seven of Cups, Three of Wands in reverse. Again, this Seven of Cups card shows... Well, it shows cups. So again, I'm getting this message about partying, by the way, but we'll get to that later. Because if I can see it in another position on the spread. But basically, there's also a mask being shown here, and... this is like traps. Oh god. Okay, now I understand. So basically, the reason that the Nine of Pentacles came out upright, to clarify, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, is that what the other cards that came out when I clarified was the Queen of Cups and the Star. So that's Aquarius energy with the Star card. But this is like very... emotionally fulfilled and healed with this combination. The Queen of Cups is almost filling her own cup here in terms of looking after herself. There's a lot of self-love, self-care, and appreciating yourself again. So essentially, if you've been doing this, you've been healing, you've been looking after yourself, but you've been like working on your self-image to yourself, like your self-esteem, your positive affirmations to yourself, that kind of thing, like really loving yourself more and looking after yourself, treating yourself like someone that you love, which is absolutely good advice, and you should be doing that, because yeah, how you treat yourself is how others will treat you as well. So absolutely stick with this. But this is very independent and content. This is like other people's shtick does not get you down when you're in this mode, because you're in a very high vibing, positive emotional frequency, and also independent. So basically, whoever is coming through here with this very condescending attitude, I thought it was just purely condescending, like basically being like, the collective may feel like they're in this good place right now. They have this sense of the healing work they've been doing, the positive, like you're calm with that Queen of Cups. It's like people's just garbage can't bring you down, it can't like upset you as well, and you've healed to the point of being in control of your emotions, so you don't like they can't control you by getting you down and miserable. But they're basically saying this is going to change, because the collective is going to be hurt, and then when they think about it, they'll come back to me and they'll be like, I didn't really want it to be over. Maybe they felt like this is how you would react quicker, like they didn't think you would get into this healed place where you're at now, but they feel like this is going to change effectively. And then with this is that they feel like you don't see what they have planned coming. The Three of Wands in reverse with this Seven of Cups is that they feel like they are going to be pulling the wool over your eyes in such a way so that you think an enemy is a friend, for example, or you don't understand what is going on in a certain situation, which leads you into it knocks you off where you're at, and it leads you back to them by like needing them again. This is... Okay, so if this were business, For example, I would say that if you have moved away from a toxic workplace, for example, and a very toxic boss who was leeching off of your hard work and not giving you the remuneration that you deserved, then this would be like if they feel like you're doing really well in a new business, then this would be like someone setting up a trap for your independent business, so that when that tanks and when you're struggling, you will go back to them and ask for your old job back. That would be if this was work. Obviously, I think you can imagine how that applies to love as well. Moving on to how you're being viewed, collective, we have the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot is Cancer's major arcana. Normally, I would say the Chariot in reverse is a very, it can be reckless. It can be, it can also be not moving forward with success, like not getting, like having the forward momentum that you want. But also, I was going to say with this Chariot card, it is showing a chessboard, and normally the horses that pull the chariot are actually being shown as the knights from a chess set. So the fact it's in reverse, I keep getting this thing about someone's strategy. Obviously, there's a chess game being referred to there. So maybe someone thinks that they're several steps ahead of you here, collective. They're viewing you potentially as not knowing the game that you're driving straight into. Because the funny thing is, you see how similar these cards are in terms of colour as well. The whole deck is very different, but these two just really struck me. They're actually the only kind of grayscale cards on the spread here. So you feel like you're moving away, and they're viewing that you're being viewed as you're not going to get far. Okay, why? Why are the collective being viewed like this, please? Hang on, that's too many. I actually just got told to like grab this, so let me just get one of these or a couple. Why the Chariot in reverse? So so sorry, I knocked the mic. We have the Conflict card, which came out. So why the Chariot in reverse? Oh my god. Wow. Holy moly. So after the Conflict card, Breaking Point came out, crossing the Nine of Pentacles in reverse I've just been talking about, and it literally says limit and overwhelmed on it. So basically you're being viewed as you're not going to get very far, you're just angry, and you've just had a clash of difference, and you're not going to move away because you're going to get overwhelmed trying to do this, to try and be on your own. Escaping came out in reverse, which is avoiding, blocking, pushing away in reverse. So, and then the Divine Masculine is at the bottom of the deck, which is effectively the Emperor energy. So basically this is like viewing, the collective's just angry, but they're going to get overwhelmed by being away, and they're not going to be able to escape, and they'll be coming back. Why the Chariot in reverse? Why the Chariot in reverse? Give me another one, please. Oh my god. Trapped. Stuck, tied down, and captive. And then stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. But you see how this person is overwhelmed with all the post-its on their faces, all the stuff they have to do. Oof. Ugh. Collective, someone basically feels like you have been their captive, which makes sense with the Emperor in reverse. They view you as you're trying to get away from them. I think I already said before this came out, you're not going to get very far. Oh my god. Like, and it's basically because they're either expecting you to just face too much that you can't deal with, and you're going to come running back to them, or they're planning to actually, my nose just started itching, they're planning to actually make stressful things happen in your life, which cause you to need them again. Very controlling. Okay, moving on to what happened in the recent past, we have the Ten of Wands. So this is like a card depicting the straw that broke the camel's back. This is, but also you see how the 10 wands that were binding this big whale, are actually snapping. So it was actually, I think I said it was a breaking point when it came out, of like, this is now too much. I need my freedom. So it's like liberation of a Ten of Wands. It reached a climax here. So can you tell me anything else about what happened there for the collective in the recent past, please? Oh, interesting. So we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. This, for some of you, this could be a controlling father figure with that Emperor. It could easily be a controlling mother who's in their masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man, but I just said that because the Emperor can often be representative of a father. But wow, yeah, it could well be a parental figure, because there's this thing about you can't make it on your own, you can't make it without me. Tell me more, please. Why the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers, and what happened in the recent past? So I feel like, collective, you may have met someone that you wanted to give to your full attention to. Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups. But this Six of Pentacles is not, it's not breadcrumbing. It's not splitting your attention between two different people or anything like that. Like, there's many variances on the Six of Pentacles. This is like, everything that I have, I want to share with this one person. Especially, I'm saying that because the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers came out here. Just give me one more, because I really want to move on to what this person's plans are, so you know about that. Tell me about the Lovers. Can you tell me anything else? Yeah. Princess of Cups. This is feelings brewing. You basically started having real feelings for someone else. Well, for someone that you actually consider you could have a family with. That may be why the start with the Oracle cards, if this is a family member, because it was someone who felt abandoned and it said foundation in reverse. So this could be a very controlling family member who feels like they're being abandoned because you want to go live your life and you've met someone that you might want to start a family with. Tell me about the Princess of Cups, please. Yeah, yep. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh my god. Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords, but then underneath is the Hierophant. When I said you've met someone that you're like, I want to start a family with this person. The Empress is the Divine Feminine. She's also like, can be a mother or someone that you would want to have your children with. Ace of Swords and the Hierophant, you get very clear on what you want for your future. The Hierophant talks about long-term commitment, tradition, you know, all of that. And you don't want to miss out on it. You did not want to miss out. This is like someone that is so special. I mean, the Empress is above all others. That you, like with the Four of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Judgment card, it's like, if this is enough to make me snap out of kind of an apathetic way of living, or to be awake to the dissatisfaction I've been feeling in my life in some way before, and also I refuse to miss out on this Empress. So that's enough to that reached, it caused a climactic effect. So what is going on in the current situation that you need to know about, other than what I've already mentioned? We have the Five of Wands. So this is two-faced bitches, and of male or female, absolute bitches. You see how the snake has a head at both ends. So it's a two-headed snake, two-faced personas or energies, who are, they're actually purposefully trying to put spanners in the works with this energy. It couldn't be a more straightforward card for this reading, what's already come out. These are people working against you, because also with the two-headed snake, it's not just the fact that people are two-faced, but it's like you think that you're moving in that direction or one direction, and you've got the support and everyone else behind you, your friends, your family, or whatever, being like, okay, well, we wish you well, good luck with it. But what they're actually doing with this head moving in the other direction is that whilst you're trying to move forward, they're pulling you back, because they're, you know, if you imagine every time you take a step forward, someone pulls you one step back because that's the direction they're going in, you're not going to go anywhere. So effectively what's going on are untrustworthy people who want to halt your progress and cause challenges. This could be also causing challenges by creating drama, by spreading rumor. Let's see. I'm going to use that in a sec. Let's use this one. Tell me about this. What's going on in the current situation, please, for the collective. The Lovers and the Two of Swords. Wow, oh my god. Underneath the Two of Swords is the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Someone is, it's literally the card I was just describing as the second one down. Someone wants to put you in a very difficult position so that you feel you can't make a choice when it comes to this love connection. They want to put you basically in a rock and a hard place and make you feel so overwhelmed. Funnily enough, I've said it a couple of times in the Ten of Wands. It's see how this person is kind of being split as well. They're trying to keep two sets of five wands together. So this is potentially someone trying to divide your, what's the word, loyalties. Like being like, if you want to be with them, then that means you don't love your mum and dad, or something ridiculous like that. But or if this is not a family member, I'm strongly getting that for some of you. Others of you, it's someone who thought they could have a hold on your life in one way or another, like maybe an ex, or I was getting like more like an ex situationship for some of you, or something that wasn't official but was just friends with benefits or something vague. They want to cause drama so that you don't know what to do. That is what's going on in the current situation. Tell me more, please. Hang on. Tell me more what's going on in the current situation for the collective. Wow. Judgment came out and the deck split. When that came out, it showed the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. It's forcing a decision. It's also, it does feel like, as I said, if you want this, then this has to end. It may also be that what they're doing is exposing themselves as enemies rather than someone that you want in your life, because it's also giving you the clarity that this has to, like, this is, a line has to be drawn. Tell me more, please. What's going on with this Five of Wands? Yeah, it couldn't be clearer, guys. The Seven of Wands with the Ace of Cups behind it and the Two of Pentacles. This is someone who is trying to make you, like right now, your entire priority or focus may be to this like relationship that you want to have with someone. But they are, I said they're trying to put spanners in the works. Look at this person literally fighting you, causing a massive blockage. You want to get down this corridor and this person is literally standing in a fighting stance between you and what the Ace of Cups, the new relationship. And the Two of Pentacles, it's like, rather than all your attention being on this one person, they want you to split your attention between that and them. How will the collective know who this is, please? Who is this person? Six of Swords in sideways. Well, yeah, someone you're trying to move away from. The Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So this could be, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles can talk about family, extended family, but it could also talk about an ex, because when that, I can also see the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, basically, that when the deck splits show the... So this is basically someone that you've been trying to move on from, potentially, for a while. Maybe there was also an element of guilt, or you felt like you owed them something from the ending of a previous relationship. So for some of you, if this is an ex, it could be someone that you felt so sorry for the fact that you broke their heart, that you kind of didn't move completely on, but they feel like they still have a say in, like, you need to be sharing your life with them as well as your new partner, or they just don't want you to move on, straightforwardly. Anything else about who this person is for the collective? The Nine of Swords came out, but after all of that shuffling that you just saw, the Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck again. Why the Nine of Swords? Also, this could be someone who's been trying to put... You might know who they are because this is someone who tries to put horror stories in your head about committing. Like, they fill your head with anxiety and negative messages about marrying as well. Like, oh, you don't want to marry anyone. You don't want to commit to anyone. It's just a trap. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Well, yeah, it's someone that you really are either standing up to, or you feel like you need to stand up to. And as I said, you may know who this is because you've drawn a line. And I said that, and then this person is literally drawing a line in the sand with the Five of Swords and the King of Swords. All right, so what are the intentions of this person towards you, collective? We have the Seven of Cups. Now, this Seven of Cups card is... There's one person in the middle here who's gathering a lot of attention. It's at a party setting, and they are wearing a mask, so they're not necessarily showing their true colours themselves. I also just got a professional potentially being hired for an event, because this could be a waitress, but it could be like a staff member. But if you imagine, this could also be in other settings. It could be someone who's been hired to seduce. Or to kind of give someone some sort of service at a party. And there's people around all the people who are surrounding are all wearing masks. They're actually raccoons, funnily enough, as a side note, but they're animals, but they're wearing masks to pretend as if they're people, as if they're humans. And they're all watching what is happening at this celebration. So I said it from the start with the Oracle cards, guys. Seriously, be careful about some sort of surprise invitation or an invitation to a party with anyone who like this who you've been trying to move away from, or even anybody else, because the way that I'm getting is like that Five of Wands is kind of giving me like collusion with other people. So this could be more far-reaching than you know, in terms of the efforts that someone is going to kind of set you up here. But just give me something on this Seven of Cups card, please. Tell me about the intentions. Why the Seven of Cups? Oh, wow. We have the Golden Mirror in reverse, which says narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. It's not just about narcissism for me. The number of times I've used this deck, this card also comes out for just an absolute awful person. It doesn't have to be just purely narcissist, which, you know, its term gets thrown around a lot these days. But at the bottom of the deck is what I wanted to show you as well, is the Mask card, which I have just referred to the masks on that Seven of Cups so many times. So this says hiding true feelings, pretending and deluding, gaslight and personify. Tell me about the intentions towards the collective, what's going on here. It's the Phoenix card in reverse. It's on the floor, just bear with me. Sorry about that. So the Phoenix card fell on the floor in the reverse. And then the picture is at the bottom of the deck, looking at pictures, making memories. Be very careful. There was someone else I got this for as well recently. I know it was something else. But this is giving me that their intention is to hide their true intentions, funnily enough. It could be it doesn't have to just be at a party, but generally maybe this is someone saying, you know, I have changed with this golden mirror card in reverse. But also I get the sense that their intentions is to gather evidence on you to stop this. Literally, this Phoenix card says new phase on it, renew, growth. This is your next phase, and basically someone's intention here is to get photos or evidence of you to prove that you have not changed. Or, I mean, yeah, with the, yeah. Tell me more, please. Or you're still just a partier. Why the Phoenix in reverse? You made me get off my chair for it, so give me some more details. Wow. Well, we have this card that came out which says, it is the obsession card, but I'm really drawn to the fact it says addiction at the bottom. So if you ever had any addictive tendencies, and look, we can all have those. It's entirely human. I'm addicted to shoes, you know. But obviously, if you ever had any kind of like, it can also talk about just like, what's the word? Overindulging, you know. Well, that's what I'm getting, is like, I feel like someone wants to lead you back into a place of overindulging in one way or another to halt your transformation, basically, your new phase in life. Tell me more. Shit, you not. Oh my god. The spying card just came out on top of the Phoenix in reverse. The spying card says social network information. Seriously, this is about spreading information. There's also someone's intention is to obsessively watch what you're doing. And yeah, tell me anything else. And spread information on you. Broken. Shattered, heartbroken and destroyed. Why? Ecstasy in reverse. Chasing thrills, excitement, good time. Guys, collective, seriously. There's a reason I got drawn to do this message today. Someone wants you to be heartbroken because you went too far in having a good time, and what you could have been moving into, the next phase, has been halted because that it's now being spread that you haven't changed, you're exactly how you were before. So for example, if you were like someone who wasn't in a commitment for a long time, and you've actually now finally you've met someone, you're like, actually, I'll change my world to be with this empress, then this person's intention is basically to get you into overindulging, chasing excitement, having a really good time to the point that it gets too far, and then spreading the information so that you end up heartbroken about the fact that what you thought you were kind of changing into is not happening. The action is most likely going to be taken, and this makes sense now, the action that's going to be attempted to take towards you, let's just say collective, is the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands upright would be a passionate, new, exciting, new beginning, grasping that opportunity. I think we saw it with what happened in the recent past, and I was like, you've met someone that you want to have this family with potentially, and the Ace of Wands was there. The Ace of Wands in reverse and the action. So now that could also be talking about the fact that the efforts here are going to fail. They're going to be unsuccessful. But let us see. This one. Tell me more, please. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse for the action? High Priestess. Yeah, you know too much, collective. In a good way. Why the Ace of Wands in reverse, please? Wow. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Justice at the bottom of the deck. You're going to get the information. You see how this Queen of Swords, did I say Queen of Swords? I hope so. She's not talking herself. She's got her sword pointed down. She's actually just receiving the information from a trusted source with the Page of Pentacles, and she is receiving that wisdom. It's what she needs to know for it to be fair, for it to be right. So the universe is making sure that you receive this information one way or another. Absolutely. And it's also, it's wisdom that you know. You're not necessarily speaking on to anyone. You have it inside you. So tell me anything else about the Ace of Wands in reverse as an action. Because this tells me that, I'm asking about the action of towards you that's happening next, collective. It's a failure for someone to get something to start the way they wanted it to. But that could also be like the start of your demise, if you like. It sounds dramatic, but I hope that makes sense. Why? Anything else about the Ace of Wands in reverse, or anything else about this Page of Pentacles? Nine of Swords in reverse. I like it. And the Strength card. It's overcoming the anxiety that someone is trying to put into your mind. Or someone is trying to, or several people, depending, are trying to have you so worried about the situation that you're up at night, and it drains your energy. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles, please. Oh. The Devil. So it's funny because I said from the start with the bottom of this first deck that you're going to be, what someone's plans were going to be exposed with the Moon in reverse and Seven of Swords. But underneath that, I was like, someone is going to get this information to you come hell or high water. That's the Page of Pentacles. So it's the same page. Why the Devil? Oh my gosh, this person is so jealous. When I was clarifying about the Devil, what came out next was the Ten of Cups. That is actually like picturing a family and so much happiness as well. But this is someone obsessed, and obsessed that you're rejecting them for the sake of your happiness. Oh, fuck me. There's the World card as well. Came out on top of the Devil. This is complete. This chapter is complete. And there's not a new chapter starting with this, whoever this is, who you've drawn the line with, understandably. Anything else? Oh. For some of you, this is an ex, or someone who thought that you were their be-all and end-all, their soulmate, with the Two of Cups in reverse and then the Six of Swords. You're moving on from them. It's not happening. You're not giving them another chance, and you're also not letting them succeed with what they're trying to make happen and manifest. So finally, what's going to be happening now here, I just want to dive in a little bit, because this is the Fool in reverse, what's going to be happening going forward. This could be talking about the fact that you're not going to be taking a risk on what I just described, that this kind of trap, this setup that whoever is planning for you, because this Fool card upright can also remind me of kind of Icarus flying too close to the sun and the wings burning off, and obviously he fell to his demise. So this sometimes this Fool card can be a little bit like fools rush in where angels dare to tread. So effectively, it could just be that you're not going to be taking a risk on dealing with this person any further, even if they give you like either drama or a sob story of some sort. Tell me about the Fool in reverse, please. The Fool upright. This the second time this has happened with the same card comes out. Okay, so there's one thing that you're not going towards. You're not taking a risk on, and there's one thing that you are taking a risk on. You're not going in one direction, you're going in the other. Wow. Can you tell me about the Fool in reverse first? Oh, no. No. Oh. Oh my gosh. The Fool in reverse, Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. It's literally people plotting. And the Three of Pentacles cards, they're making a plan together. This could be a couple of people together, or it could be like one person and their friends or something like that. But the fact that they are plotting for you to be in the Five of Pentacles. Remember we were saying about how they're feeling like, oh yeah, they think they're in the Nine of Pentacles upright right now, but I feel like they're going to end up, it's going to be too much, they won't be able to make it. And funny enough, you felt like with this person, you were in the Five of Pentacles no matter how hard you tried to make it work. So the Fool in reverse is basically you avoiding rushing back into that energy again of of feeling neglected, of feeling unfulfilled, of feeling underappreciated, not cared for, in lack, in challenge, constantly in challenge in one way or another. I know Five of Pentacles talk about money. This can be challenging financially, but it's also just about feeling like crap with the Five of Pentacles, and just, yeah, basically. So essentially you're not taking a risk. These little effers making a plan for you to take a risk so that you end up in the Five of Pentacles. What I was going to say, it can also be like a challenging wilderness place for the soul as well. So it doesn't just have to be about money. What I was trying to get out was that it's like energetically, when I say you're in a place that feels like crap, it's like it doesn't feed your soul. These people on this card do not have enough to eat, but this could be like your soul doesn't have enough to nourish it, and they want you to go back into that with them, and you're not doing it. What the other cards that came out on top of the Fool upright, however, the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. What you are going to be doing is taking a leap towards a very fated soulmate connection. Yep, and standing your MFing ground to whoever this is. With the Seven of Wands, you have a solid position here, like you have reached a high point and you're not letting anybody else take it from you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck when I said that. Can you tell me anything else about this Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups, please? Oh. Eight of Cups and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. The minute you these are different decks, but you see how similar that Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords is in terms of colours and the body language of the person. It's like the moment that you turn your back on this particular person or this group of people who have been kind of secretly working against you because they benefited from your energy. As soon as you do, it's like a huge shift for you, collective. Anything else you can tell me? King of Pentacles. I said that your money could improve. That could be a massive sign that you've made the right move here as well, because other things are going to start getting better in your life. You're going to feel more stable, more balanced, more secure, and more like you can actually relax a little bit, rather than the Five of Pentacles is also constantly feeling like in fight or flight, or constantly feeling like you might, I mean, this would be like, I don't know where my next meal is coming from, this could also be, I don't know when I'm going to next feel relaxed again with the Five of Pentacles. But that's changing massively. Tell me about the Two of Cups for the collective, please. The Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Ah, beautiful new beginning, which is a soulmate connection with the Two of Cups. It's beautiful. Lots of happiness. And the bottom of the deck is the Empress. I was just saving it to show you. Amazing. there could be an element of you being like, can I trust this after what you've been through? Yeah, exactly. Page of Swords. Not exactly like this person isn't looking at the ace of the sword that they're holding, which represents truth. They're not 100% sure if what they're seeing can be believed. But I think it's also because you've had people around you, collective, who have been trying to pull the wool over your eyes and make you believe that this person, who is absolutely incredible with the Sun and the Empress and the Two of Cups, trying to make you believe that this would be a disaster for you. Because when that Page of Swords came out, the deck splits show the Two of Swords and the Tower. So this is like, underneath the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Five of Wands. You don't want, they're basically, you'll know who these people or person is if they have been saying to you, you don't want to give this a chance, because you're going to get hurt and it's going to end in arguments, conflict, and it's going to ruin your life effectively with the Tower card. But it might be a time of like everything kind of seeing a little bit up in the air, a little bit like what is real, what is not, because the people or person that maybe you relied on what they were saying before, kind of finding out that you couldn't trust them, and that if they were trying to cast aspersions, is that the right word, on the person that you wanted to go towards, then it may also be like having to recheck what reality is about the person. But from what the cards are saying, the person that you want to go towards does look freaking incredible. I just got something else as well. I just keep getting the message that it might be like a breakthrough where you feel like you want to move away from whoever this is coming through, because they also expose themselves. They kind of say something that they've been holding back, that kind of, it's like, wait a minute, like that's how you feel, that's what you think. It's like, it would be like saying someone, anyway, you can never leave me, so it doesn't matter what this person is really like. It's like something that gives them away, or it's someone else giving you the information that this person's plans. So that's what I've got for you, my wonderful collective. Thank you so much for being here. I actually just looked up the clock, it's 1:11, so this is a crazy freaking fated reading. I hope someone finds it useful. I hope it finds the person that it was supposed to find, and you get this message. And I wish you all my very best. Stay safe, or look after yourselves. I hate that phrase, but take care, and hit the thumbs up button for me if you wouldn't mind. That would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. I would love to have you. If you enjoy the collective reading, leave me a comment, let me know, and I will aim to do more happily. And if it did resonate in any way, leave me a comment, let me know too. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.